Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As the title says, in today's video, I'll be talking about Alicia Kim, Narry, and Boo. And most of you may not know all the full details of everything that have been transpiring or happening in the last few days. So I'm going to take it from the top. So today is Tuesday. I want to say on Sunday, Rumram the Chucker had Narry's wife on his channel. She was there live and she was answering some questions. She spoke very eloquently. She spoke very calmly, and she spoke about her relationship with Narry and where things were, as much as she could share because it is legal and in the courts. So on that live, she told us how they met. I believe she said they met in the Grill. The Grill is a Jamaican eatery restaurant. So I think they met in that restaurant in New York. And I believe at the time he was on a visiting visa. And so they met, exchanged numbers, and they kept in contact and talked. I believe they dated or they were together in a relationship for about a year. And they did a long distance relationship. And I don't know at what point that they stopped talking to each other or whatever, but they had not been talking to each other. So I'm going to assume at that point he was back in Jamaica and he was probably speaking with his next baby mama, who is Sheena. I don't know all the details. I'm just laying out what I think I heard and know. So, Narry's wife, who is Christa, is her name. Beautiful lady, beautiful young lady, said and told us, how she met Narry. And she told us about the situation in which she was arrested. I believe what happened was he had told her it was her birthday weekend or leading up to her birthday weekend. And he told her that he was going to be going to a paintball place. So that's where you shoot paintball guns or, it's like a fun activity that you do. So he told her he was going to be going there with some friends, right? Some friends that she knows, some guy friends. And somehow, I don't know how she exactly found out. You could go over there and listen to the live on Rumram the Trucker. So if you want to see the detailed video, just go over there to Rumram. I'm just going to summarize everything that I know. So pretty much her and Narry met almost 12, maybe 16 years ago. She said the math may be off, but they've known each other in their 20s, okay? And so in 2024, around April, is when he said he was going to be going to a paintball place and he was going with friends. And she found out later on that he did not go with friends. He potentially was there with or went with a woman or something. And so she was very upset, and she admit that she was wrong, right? We're not condoning violence. She did admit she was wrong, and she went off, okay? I believe that she busted the windows in his car, and they were in a altercation, and she was arrested. The mugshot that Rodney Lifestyle posted is a private mugshot. I'm not sure how they got it, but people are speculating that maybe Alicia Kim or Narry gave or leaked the mugshot to Rodney. Neither here nor there, but the mugshot is not public. It seems as if it was a sponge and it's not on the website, so I'm not really sure how he got it because it's personal property to someone and it's not on the internet, is what Christa, Narry's wife, said. So anyway, fast forward, she got arrested. She couldn't come back in the home. And I believe at that time it was her birthday, so she took a solo trip. And when she came back from that solo trip for her birthday, she went to Panama. he had moved out within that short period of time. He had moved all his things and moved out. And I'm just going to say he had plans to move out anyway. So that's my summary of it. She said he moved out, but I have a feeling he was going to move out because he found greener grass in his mind, and he's out of there because he can't be bothered. And plus, he's probably angry with her for what she did. So he's gone. He left. Fast forward to now in 2025, he's with Alicia Kim. And we now know that while he was with Alicia Kim and while they were having relations, he was a married man. She knew he was a married man. We don't know what he told her. He could have lied and said, we're getting a divorce, and the wife didn't know they were getting a divorce. We don't know, because typically when people cheat, you don't know what they tell the other side, and you don't know how he could have manipulated her, or maybe he didn't manipulate Alicia Kim. But the bottom line is she knew he was a married man, and she knew everything, but she chose to be with this married man and got pregnant because from what I'm hearing, that was her dream, to have this baby. Okay? And so she got pregnant with Narry. They've been together, all around New Jersey. People have seen them. They've been just living the life. And he has abandoned his wife. And he does have a child with his wife, a daughter. Okay? There is so much to this story that it really is just a sad situation. I don't know why people, when you know you don't want to be with someone, just let them know and leave. You don't need to cheat on them. You don't need to lie to them. You don't need to pretend. Just leave. And at this point, he did decide to leave, but she didn't know that the relationship was over when he decided to leave. Okay? So anyway, we are now in 2025, the end of 2025, and Alicia Kim have been pretty much hiding Narry. The last video she posted, she had a cover over his face. I mean, it's really embarrassing that you are, a big YouTuber, and you have to put a baby blanket over your man's face. I mean, he should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. It's either you're going to show him or you're not going to show him. And if you want to show him, it's your business. Or maybe you can't show him because you know that it is before the courts and you don't want to have anything to go against him if the judge asks about your relationship with him. I don't know why, but the bottom line is it's either you're going to show him or you're not going to show him. And at this point, you're a grown woman. Come out and do what you want to do, and stop hiding. Stop hiding behind the blankets. Stop. And so the next thing that I want to say is that Narry came on a live where Vibe Studio was live to clap back at Sheena, his baby mama, because he said that she's been lying and he's been trying to reach his son. He created a YouTube channel because he said that he's going to tell his story on his own platform. Well, in my opinion, Narry is a bluff. He has no intentions of telling anything. He just wants to deflect, okay? And if you want to tell anything, answer to the courts. You have a court proceeding. They're asking for you to answer. They're asking for you to provide information. Reach out to the courts in Portland, okay? Send some money via relative to your child in Jamaica. Take care of your child in New Jersey. I believe you didn't even give your daughter in New Jersey anything for Christmas because you're over there playing house with Alicia Kim. And any woman that is playing house with a man, they need to remember if that man has children, The same thing he's doing to the other kids, he's going to do to you. I'm not wishing anything bad on you, but the bottom line is when you know better, you do better. And this is getting from bad to worse. This whole situation is horrible. You know, the big up crew act like the wife doesn't have feeling. The big up crew act like Boo doesn't have feeling. The big up crew act like Sheena doesn't have feelings. And so does Narry and Alicia Kim. They act like the people that are involved don't have any feelings. And so does Rodney when he talk. He act like the wife doesn't have a child with Narry. He's acting like Narry is taking care of his child in Jamaica. I mean, it's so unfair how people are encouraging Narry to not support his kids. None of you guys are telling him to go and support your kids and do the right thing. Now, I do understand that people leave people every day, but you can leave people with dignity. You don't have to strip them and cause them so much pain when you leave. Be a human being and act like you care about your child. And the bottom line is that no matter what, the big up crew, they're not going to see anything wrong with what Alicia Kim is doing. And lastly, I just want to say Narry's pattern, based on what we are being told, allegedly, he has another baby on the way. Baby number 4. So he has 4 different baby mama. He has Sheena, she has a 70-year-old for him. He has his wife. She's still his wife. Her name is Christa in New Jersey. She has a 4-year-old daughter for him. I believe she's 4 or thereabout. Okay. He has Alicia Kim, who has a baby that's potentially 5 months, 6 months old. And now he has another baby on the way with a young lady by the name of Daniela. That baby is due any day. Any day. And I'm being told he will be there in the delivery room rubbing Daniela's back. And Daniela is Alicia Kim's old best friend. This is really one big Netflix series. It makes no sense. And I know everyone's grown, but it's just one big mess. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I know the big up crew are going to say, lady, leave her alone. But this is a big embarrassment to her. It's a big embarrassment to her family to be caught up in this type of scandalous situation. And it's really getting awful.